Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today we're doing a personal reading for one of my clients. She will represent a female Cancer. And before the recording, I called on to their spirit guides and the universe with their personal informations. So, for the privacy of my clients, I do not enclose their personal info. Okay? Arcana, show me what must they need to know for my client. Please, I apologize for the silence that there will be at times, because it is the time that I recognize the personal information with the universe to bring in the connection. Okay? Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know, Arcanas. Show me what must I need to know, Arcanas. Past, present, and future of my client. What must my client need to know? Arcanas in reference to her questions, in reference to her environment, her home, her life, her love life, anything that I need to transfer. Show me, to be precise, with my past, present, and future. Okay. In this readings, you are the Cancer. You will represent the Lady of Cups. We have two other people in questions. One will represent, he's a Leo, will represent the Horse of Wand, and the other person in question, it's a Cancer, will represent the Horse of Cup. Okay? So now, good news coming ahead. Gatherings with friends, celebrating something, news of something positive is coming, it's saying. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now in this first spread, I'm going to see the overall of everyone involved, including you and the other two people in questions, okay? And then I will do one spread per each, meaning depending what I see here, I will do a spread for your spouse and then also for the other person involved, okay? But I can see overall everyone here. So let's see what the universe is saying already. Okay, so what must I need to know, Arcanas? Reference to who I seek the answer to. Okay, you are the Lady of Cup, way up here in the bottom. Your spouse, it's here. Where's the other person here? Okay, well, what can I say? Okay, before I start, let me say beforehand that I'm gonna have to apologize if and when I say something that you are not gonna be pleasant with. It is what the universe wants me to transfer, so I will be as specific as I can be. And there might be certain things that you're not gonna like to hear, but it is what it is. It's what the predictions are. Now, certain things that you might see here, you have the ability to change them to a certain extent. Meaning, if you see a conflict coming, you can change that to to avoid the conflict, or to instead of let's say a fist fight, you can downgrade it to just a verbal argument. It's a per se. It's an example that I'm giving. Okay. So certain things can be changed, certain things cannot be, because it's universal. It has and it must be changed, okay? Now, the first spread as of right now is, this second to the very next 3 to 4 months. It could be less, depending on your energy, how you accept the things. Okay, let's see here. In reference to the... I know you're expecting something in reference to a divorce. Do I see it? No, I don't see it. I mean, I know you're saying that you're hoping that it'll be before this year ends. I don't see that happening. anything can change. And if you want to get divorced, you might decide to speed it up. It could be, but I'm as of right now, I don't see the divorce. Okay, I think that there's certain things that hasn't been specifically done within the paperwork or within himself. He's very, he's very upset. Your spouse is very upset. He's actually thinking of you, and to an extent, he's actually missing you. I can see that he's depressed. Yes, he's depressed because he's at times he doesn't know whether or not to get a divorce. To tell you the truth, I do not see a divorce happening before the year is over. Okay, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see him missing you. I see him having sleepless nights because he's thinking of you, because he's wanting to be with you. And I see that, yes, he had this thing with someone else there, because I see another woman here. But I also see him wanting to come back to you, is what I'm seeing. This, and I'm referring to to the Cancer person, okay? To your spouse is who I'm referring to here at this time. I see that he had what he had, and I think that he's still currently, or will be, if he's not right now seeing someone, he will be eventually before the year's over seeing someone. But I don't see him very happy with anybody right now, and that is your spouse. I'm referring to your spouse right now because I can see everybody involved in this first spread. I don't see him very happy being with someone emotionally connected, is what I'm saying. He's very, I want to say he's very, could be depressed. He could be depressed because he's missing you, because he's thinking, regretting the things that he's done. And the fact is that he doesn't want a divorce. Okay, it's what I see here. Your spouse does not want a divorce. He regrets what he did, and he reminisces, good things that were within the marriage. Okay, I do see you here not wanting to stay within the marriage, is what I'm sensing right now with you. And you're having a conversation with your spouse in reference to that you're tired, you no longer can do the things that, and so you're willing to move forward. It's saying you're very negative about the marriage. I feel that he's going to try to talk to you about maybe going to counseling, trying to see if you can work this out, because but I see you saying no. I feel that there's still feelings between you and your spouse, is what I'm sensing here. I think that because you're still hurting, you're not willing to draw that positive energy of what it used to be. Sometimes when we go to an emotional happening, when we go through a change, either physically, mentally, or spiritually, we withdraw from certain people, okay? And sometimes we don't know exactly what's going on with our lives, and some people call it hormonal changes or whatever. But it can be those stages too, but because of the universe work in mysterious ways with our bodies and our mind and our spirit, it affects a little bit of everything. And so therefore sometimes, as women, we're expected to go to menopause and all that stuff, and but as men, they're not. So then therefore I feel that certain times there's changes going on in our lives, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. I feel that your spouse is going through some type of change, spiritually bounded, and so therefore he goes through a certain mental stages. And being that men, they don't like to share certain things with our women because they make them feel weak. And so therefore they look outside the marriages sometimes, for those type of, it's almost like something that he's missing, but not knowing what he's missing, okay? I feel that if you still care for your spouse, I feel that you need to give this marriage a chance. Who knows how long you've been married to him, but maybe you should try counseling, and maybe what he's going through, he might not want to tell you. Maybe it's either depression or either a physical status in his body that he doesn't want to share it with you. It could be a number of things. And so therefore he goes outside the home, but I don't see him caring for whoever, party he's doing or being with, okay? I don't see him even being with someone right now. I feel that he will be eventually with someone else. And you're still mad because of what he did with the other person. You're still upset because of that, and you're not willing to let go or give him a chance, which is good. Teach him a lesson for a while. But if you love him, then, put your line, put whatever rules you want set. But I feel that he needs counseling, and I feel that you need counseling. I feel that you need talk to him and find a way to work the situation out. I feel that your marriage is salvaged, to tell you the truth. I do not see divorce between you and your spouse before this year is over. Now, you could change certain things. If you feel I'm done and I want a divorce, then so be it. You can go ahead and move forward with it, okay? But it's what my predictions are set here, okay? And I trust and believe my spirit guides in my universe. So I do not see a divorce for you before this year is over. I feel that you will talk to your spouse. I feel that you will find certain things about your spouse that you did not know, that he's going through some emotional changes and he was just ashamed to tell you, okay? I feel that there's feelings still between you and he's regretting the fact that he did that. At times he feels that yes, this will be a great thing for between you to get a divorce, but that's just because he's trying to get over not, losing you. But at the same time, he's lying within himself because he does care for you still. And I feel that you do too. It's just that you're still hurt and you're putting the hurt first before the affection of him. So as of right now, this instant within 3 months to 4 months, I don't see a divorce between you two. In reference to the other person in question, the Leo, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to tell you that I don't, even though you wish to have a future with him and you like him very much, it's absolutely, you think very highly of him, is what I'm saying. But I will tell you this. I feel that he is seeing someone at work or talking to someone through his job connections or environment of some type of community that he's doing, either with work or either with family members. There's a woman there in the whether he was with or is or will be recently, and that woman, it's a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. I don't know if he had children with her, married to her, or what. I don't know. Either way, I feel that he's still going to be seeing this woman. As of right this instant, to 3 to 4 months, he is going to be seeing this woman. Okay, I hate to tell you this, but I feel that he is at this time. So if you don't know, now I'm telling you. Do your homework diligently and just go study him first and see what he's doing, see how he's talking. Does he spend a lot of time with at home with you? Or, the times that you talk to him, are there a lot at nights, during the dates? Or there's a number of ways to see if someone is either living with someone or seeing someone else, okay? There's a number of ways. So just keep that in mind. There are a number of ways. And so now let me see here. What else can I see with the Leo here? Yeah, I feel that, he's, as of right now, I feel that he's in a relationship with someone else besides you. I can honestly say that. And I feel that you're going to try to jump the gun here and talk to him about it. And I'm going to suggest not to, because he's going to either deny it or who knows. But I feel that he could deny it. There's a 50-50 chance, or he could be straightforward and being honest and tell you, yes, there's someone that I'm talking to, but I have no interest in her. Okay, he could say those things. That he cares for you, because he does. I see that he does cares for you. Okay, but there's this other woman there that he's someone from the past that he's either talking to or seeing. So either way, he's interested in someone else. Whether he's seeing her, which I feel that he is my sense. Okay, and that will not be very that will not be very pleasing to you. So be diligent and do the homework. I know that it's hard because you're going through this transition that you're going through right now. And you would not wish for it to happen to you again. But I have to be forward and tell you the truth is what I see. So I feel that the Leo in question does want some type of commitment with you. He is there. But the thing is that the universe sends someone to be in a committed relationship with you. But that doesn't mean that it's an assurance. It just means that you might not be ready for that person still. And I feel that you're not, because the path that you have with your spouse is not done yet. I feel that this marriage is not over yet. So therefore, even though the Leo is in that path as well, I feel that the Leo has other things to do within his path. So you're not 100% ready to move forward with someone else, is what I see. And he is seeing someone else, the Leo. Okay, I will do a spread individually for both of these gentlemen, And we're going to see their aspects overall, okay? But this is what I'm seeing in the first spread. I see the Leo being with someone else at the same time with you, and I don't see a divorce with your spouse. And I see you trying to talk to both of them at the same time about how you feel and what you expect out of each one. I still do not see the divorce between your spouse. I feel that you are waking up at night thinking about the good things that you and him had, and it's vice versa. Your spouse is doing the same thing right now, okay? I feel that maybe you need to give yourself, if you were married for some time, a period of time with your spouse over 7 years, this is what normally I would say. If you've been married to someone after 5 years, then you deserve yourself a chance to give them 100% to make this in a peaceful resolution kind of manner. Sometimes I do not agree with the fact that you go outside the marriage. But in this case, I feel that your spouse did it because he was avoiding to tell you how he was feeling, and he did not want to be seen to you as a less than a man, okay? And I feel that he kept everything within himself to an extent, and basically someone else was out there, maybe because that other person was nothing to him, meant nothing to him, because that's what I see. He felt that he can be open a little bit to that person. And I know it's hard to understand, but this is what I'm sensing from him, okay? I'm going to do your spouse right now, the second spread, and then I will do the Leo, the third spread, okay? So let me see, what else can I see here? I don't know if you are thinking of moving from home, from your house. I feel that you are. To your surprise, or are you wanting to sell the house, or he could be the one thinking, but we'll see on the spreads. I don't see that happening yet, okay? If that's the case, I see some type of movement that it's going to take place within your home, but I just don't see that happening. As a matter of fact, I see some type of renewal within your marriage. Okay. You could change it if you don't want it, but that's what I'm seeing. Okay. Now, second spread will be for your spouse, and then we'll overlook specifically for him how he's feeling toward everything in his surroundings and with you. I cannot show him what must I need to. Show me what must I need to. Show me what must I need to. Thank you. Okay, he will still be the Horse of Cups, and you are still the Lady of Cups in this reading. Okay, well, I see already your spouse still with that same person that we saw in the same spread. So he will be seeing someone who's a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries, or just about the same. It could be Sun, Moon, or Rising, or just simply the character of the person. But let's see where that falls. Yeah. Well. Let's see where you fall. Okay, let me see here what I'm seeing here. So this is your spouse, and you're way here out in the other end in the corner. And I could also see the Leo here in mind. I have to say that after 4 months, I feel that there will be some type of separation between you and the Leo, and also your spouse here. I feel that someone else is coming into your life. Probably right before the year is over. There's a person here that you know from the past. Someone that is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, okay? Someone that has feelings for you is telling me here. I feel that the Cancer here, your spouse, I feel that he does know that you are in a relationship. If he doesn't know, he will know about you and that person, the Leo. And that will devastate him because he doesn't want you to be with anybody. I mean, he will feel, even though you're separated or what have you, he will feel betrayed that you're with someone else. And he doesn't want that. Because he knows that you're, to him, you are the woman of his kids. I don't know if you have kids, you know. And to him, he thinks highly of you and he misses you and he thinks of you. And I feel that if he hasn't told you those things, I feel that he will tell you those things very shortly. He does not want you to be with anybody else. He does not want you to be with a Leo person or any other man. He's going to be very upset and pissed off when about the situation with you and the Leo. If he doesn't know, he will find out. Okay? And if he does know, then I see him very distant and very depressed because of this situation. I don't know if he's going to find out through a friend of yours of this whole situation about you and the Leo, but he's going to find out if he doesn't know. Okay. I see him very depressed. I see him very blocked about the situation. It's almost like he's going to go through a period of downfall, a period of closure from everybody. So I feel that he does need some type of medical attention, some type of therapy. Okay, I know that he's trying to overcome every situation because he's trying not to get a divorce, and he's thinking about telling you those things. You know, he really doesn't want the divorce. And if it does happen, which I don't see it, if it does happen sometime in the beginning of next year, that will be his downfall. He will fall into a depression more than he is right now. Okay, so you need to be aware of that situation. I think that, you know, maybe you need to talk to a family member, maybe his mother or someone that you can trust that is related to him, and find out how he's doing, and then, you know, see if he can get some type of therapy. Okay, there's something that is blocking him, that is keeping him from moving forward. You know, I think that he needs to be a more positive man, and he doesn't know what direction to take for some reason. I don't know what happened, or, you know. Let me see here. He's very worried about the divorce, very mad and worried and thinking, you know, about that Leo or someone else that will come into your life, and he doesn't want you to be with anybody, period. Okay. He does love you. He doesn't want the divorce because he wants to stay in a family with you, and he loves you, and he thinks about that, and he's had enough. He doesn't want this. To his surprise, you know, he's having a hard time within the marriage. And also he's thinking that as of right now, you're seeing someone else. He's saying, you know, that if you give him a chance, will you let go of this person, Leo? So he could be aware already of the Leo, and that could be the devastation that's going on in his head right now. But he doesn't want that. He doesn't want that. And that would be his downfall, okay? Let me see what else I can see here for him. I don't know if you and him are still in the same household, but I feel that he's very depressed with whoever he's staying with. I feel that he's very depressed, and he's going to let someone know, you know, all this that's going on besides you. There's someone that he's talking to here and letting him know how he is at home and what he's going through within his mindsets. Okay, it's almost like he's wishing for someone to hear him out, and I think that because of how he feels for you, and because, you know, he is your spouse, he neglected to do those things, you know, because it's not necessarily neglecting, because he just didn't want you to think less of him. Okay, is what I see. So let me see here what I see here. He is talking to someone right now. That person that showed up in the first spread, that Leo, Aries, Sagittarius woman, he's talking to her, but he's telling her that right now he can't be serious with anybody because, to be honest, he still cares for you. I feel that whoever he's with, if he's with anybody else, he's being straightforward and let them know that he still cares for you. Okay. I'm going to tell you that any woman that is in his life or has been in his life, it means nothing to him, because he still has feelings for you, and because he does not want to get a divorce. Okay, and then this second spread is for literally your spouse. He will try to talk to you. He will try to tell you that this is just too much problems. He's feeling out of control, that he doesn't know how to handle the situation, and that he just wants this to be a peaceful resolution, whether you stay together or whether you divorce. Okay, and I feel that you will also tell him that. I feel that you have someone here. It could be someone that is older that you're talking to and confiding in. You need to be careful with that person that you're confiding in, because that person is going forward and telling another woman something about him, and this other woman is going to tell him something different. Okay, so there's like a pattern going on here that I'm seeing. Okay, you're talking to someone, that someone is talking to someone, that someone is transferring that message to him in a different way, and so it's backfiring you. Is what I see. Okay, with that conversation there. And I feel that he's also talking to someone in reference to you, and he's telling them how he feels for you and all these things. And but they're not being helpful, is what I see from your end or his end. They're not being helpful. So in other words, y'all need to stop talking to whoever, and y'all need to talk to each other and find out necessarily really what's going on. If he tells you that he regrets what he did, and if he opens up and tells you why he did it, and if you believe what he say, then you need to come into an agreement that yes, you can end it peacefully and just, you know, maintain a friendship in friendship environment, which is what I feel that you will do eventually. Okay, but as of right now, I do not see a divorce between you two. Anything can change tomorrow, because if you really truly want a divorce, then you can, you know, say, shoot, I'm done with this. Let me go and see why I can't get a divorce. You know, that could be the case. But I don't see it from his end. He doesn't want the divorce, and he doesn't want you to be seeing anybody. He's absolutely jealous about that. And I feel that if he doesn't know about you and the Leo, he would eventually find out, and he's going to have a fit over that shit. Excuse my language, but that's what he's thinking. So let me see here. I feel that there will be also some type of distance between you and the Leo. Could be because you're going to find out that there was a cheating going on with the Leo in someone else. Okay. Unfortunately, this is not a perfect heaven. This is a transition space in the universe that we're going through. So there will be a 1 in a million or billion of a man that it will be perfect to our extent, the way we're looking for. So that's why you have to get to know the person one day at a time, and see their goods and their bads, and you have to change them before you decide to be in a committed relationship. I still see the Leo in an environment of committing with you. I still see that, but I still feel that he's also, you know, talking to someone or being with someone. So I feel that there's some type of level of dishonest in his end. It may not be a severe one, but a light one. And so, but he's there for you if you want him, you know, and you can change that person to your environment. In this spread of the Cancer, I see another man approaching you who is a Virgo, Taurus, or Virgo. Okay, so what I'm sensing is that he doesn't want you to be with anybody, period. Okay. And I do sense him picking up, knowing about the Leo. Or if he doesn't know, he will know through someone that you talk to and communicate that it's a mutual friend through him or relative. Okay. So I do not know if you believe in spells and so far, but what I'm sensing is that I feel that his depression is due to some type of spiritual bond or connection through someone else. It's what I'm sensing here. Okay, and maybe someone wanted to literally break up the marriage between you and him. It could be the person that he was, you know, seeing before. But either way, I don't see him being strictly with someone in particularly. I don't. If he's not living with you, I see another person here who is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius woman, you know, that he could be living with if he's not living with you. Okay. But it's more of the energy of someone that it's a mutual friend or family member that is just putting more poison into the poison batch. You know what I mean? Someone that is being devious between you and him, acting like a mutual friend between you and him, or a mutual relative between you and him, and instead she's making things worse, is what I'm sensing here. Okay. So, and I do feel that he needs to have some type of, I feel that he needs some type of intervention, to be honest. If he's doing well right now, pretty soon he's not. I feel that if eventually you decide to get a divorce, if it does happen sometime next year, then that will be his downfall. And that to me, it's a very close call for him. He needs to be very careful what he decides to do, because he's going to be very depressed. He's depressed about his partnership with you. He does not want the divorce, and he doesn't want you to be with anybody else. And he really doesn't want to be with anybody else either. And even when he has, you know, friendship with benefit kind of thing, it means nothing to him, is what I'm sensing here. Okay, so there's no one else that he has special in his heart. It's only you. It's what I'm saying. So if he tells you different, or someone else tells you different, I go by what I see here, and it's what I see. He still cares for you, he still loves you, and he still wants to maintain the marriage. And it's devastating him more. He doesn't want the divorce, is what I see. Okay. Something else that I saw, I do not display it because I change the energies as soon as I see it, but you never know. Just find a way to, through someone that you care, that he cares for, or what have you, you know, find a way for him to get some type of counseling, get through his thoughts and minds and see what's going on. If not, then there are ways that you can do that. Spiritual bound, you know, you can either do a spell for his benefit of the health to healing his soul, or other ways. Okay, now this third spread will be the let's see the Leo. Let's see what the Leo is, and I can still see overall everyone and everything. Okay, Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know, Arcanas. Let's see the Leo. Show me what must I need to know, Arcana. Show me what must I need to know, Arcana. Show me what must I need to know. Okay. The Leo is the horse of wand. Your spouse is the horse of cup, and you are still the lady of cup. I don't know if they know each other. I don't know if the Leo knows the Cancer or not, but I feel that there will be a communication between them happening sometime soon. Well, it is what it is. I'm going to tell you what I see. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay.